Tohatsu, well, and Honda. But been working on the Tohatsu. 2 tanks. The Trailmaster tank. It's got a little bit of a ding in it. And shouldn't really have it on top of the cylinder there, but a little bit of rust on the side there. So that's probably going to need a whole re-chrome, repaint. I think I'm going to use that one because this one's got a hole in the side that somebody tried to patch. Nice little patch job there. And it's also got a pretty good dent in the side of her. But this one has the emblems on both sides, which I'm lucky to have. That one doesn't have any emblems, so I can take the emblems off this one, have this one re-chromed and probably powder coated. You're gonna have to check into that. So, tank. I gotta do a little work too. Haven't really touched the rims or hubs or spokes or anything like that, and I sadly have that one that I'm disassembling. I've got really nowhere to lean it up against, and at this point it's just kind of easier to lay it down. So I've got most of it all blasted here. Little bits of blue and little bits of orange. There's some blue I still gotta do. But this is a 1963 Tohatsu Trailmaster. As far as I can tell, there's not too many kicking around. But almost all blasted clean. Took me a number of hours. Frame probably the hardest part because my blast bin here too small for it. So I took one of the gloves out and shoved it in through the hole, and then taped off one of the plastic protectors around it to keep the sand in. And it worked fairly well. Lost a little bit of sand out the holes, but enough to make do. This will just save me a little bit of money, and I wanted to make sure there's no cracks or nothing like that before taking it off to a coater and them dropping it on the floor or something like that and telling me, oh, it's cracked. Well, no. Now I know if they've done any damage or come to me after they blasted it. Well, I blasted it, saved them a bunch of time. They'll have to blast a little bit here and there. Like, I'll probably touch up that spot, but any spots on the frame, I don't think I'll hit with some sandpaper, but any tight spots, they'll want to clean it up. This will surface rust a little bit while I got it down here. So, it's coming along. This camera, I don't really have the room to zoom out here, but it's pretty good. Coming along. Have a seat pan, so I'm set for that. Looks like I'll be able to maintain a bunch of a template there. I've got some fenders, they're pretty ratched. Just give you an idea here. Set this down there. So it's a 3-speed manual. And the other parts that I got are in the box, blasted up, cleaned up. Fork covers, toolbox, grill, parts as I go. Engine is here. I have to clean off a nice spot on the bench and get that up there. Take it all down, and I need a nice clean area to work with because I don't want to lose anything, and I'd want that space dedicated to that. So everything's still a little bit of a mess. Here are, actually this is probably the only fender that's correct for it. Fair bit of damage there. It's really dirty. Got some dings and dents here and there. I think I'm gonna look for another one. Just due to the damage. Pretty bunged up there. I'll maybe clean it up a little bit, save it for another bike, but this one I'm trying to do real nice. This was the exhaust they had on it, which from every photo I've seen is not period correct, so well, it's not period correct, but not bike correct. So we'll get something that looks a little more like the pipe that's supposed to be on it. I do have a pipe on the Trailmaster there. Sorry, there we go. It's the chrome on that one's in pretty rough shape, and if I'm gonna do it, this one was supposed to have a chamber. I think we're gonna give it a chamber. This fender was not the right fender. They added on these little extra bits. It's like a moped fender or something. Not really sure. I'm used to holding the GoPro and I finally have a screen on this tablet to see what I'm doing, so I should use it. So yeah, that's the Tohatsu for now. Basically just taking down all the paint the last week. I've had it for just about a week, but take down all the paint. There's chrome in behind the electrical tape there. Taped it all up while I had it in the blaster. But bunch of work to the engine. I gotta find a chromer in the city. That or order new fenders and new rims. I don't know about. I gotta double check both these rims, clean them up, and do all the work first, and see about that. But there are some parts. Probably this triple tree top. I'll probably just buy new shocks. I've blown enough shocks already, and who knows what these have been through. So there's springs, but they will be covered by the fork covers. So there's a couple parts that I may want to have re-chromed. Otherwise, I think I can buy most of the tough stuff. So that's kind of the progress. The seat. I've got a sewing machine. I've got some stuff. I should be able to get a template out of this. And I've also done the Tomos vinyl lettering. So we'll do some Tohatsu vinyl lettering and test that out. That's the tablet telling me that I need to connect a charger. So I'm going to go do that. And that's this video. Cheers.